Well, okay, hello everybody. It's the virus week, right? We're all stuck at home and it's quarantine lockdown. So, no adventure videos, but I have a list of videos that I have on the back burner, and one of them's boots. So in this video, we're gonna talk about boots. Not like a full breakdown, but this will just be basically on what I'm wearing, some of the ones that I have worn, what I look for, all in this video. Welcome to Bermcannon Adventure. Probably in the last 20 years, I've worn a lot of different types of boots, everything from Alpinestars and their whole tech line, to CD boots, to one of my favorites, the Gurneys, the SG series. Those are really comfortable boots. In the last 5 years, with my whole dual sport and adventure stuff, this is kind of what I've settled on. I remember I went to, Malcolm Smith Motorsports, and I went and I tried on every single boot pretty much that's made, except for the China boots and the Taiwan boots that have weird names. Stay away from those, because those will only last you maybe 6 months. But it came down when I got this one, which I just wore these last week, and these are now 5 years old. This is the Alpinestars Tech 7. It came down to this one, and I think it was the Gurneys, the SG10s. I liked this boot. You could wear it all day long. I will say I'm not sponsored by Alpinestars. I just like their stuff. I wore a lot of their boots back in the days racing, especially the Tech 8 and the Tech 10, which I put a lot of miles on those boots. But for off-road and dual sporting, adventure riding, I wanted something more that I could basically walk around town in. I could wear it all day and it's not gonna start hurting my feet. One thing I disliked about the Tech 7 was the traction. If you look on the bottom here, and again, this is like a moto boot, so it wasn't like they were totally thinking. It has great grip on the pegs when you're on pegs, but when you're walking around town, there was a couple times in Baja where I slipped on, kind of hiking around, looking in the tide pools down there in Enduro, and I slipped, and there's just no grip here, and there's no grip kind of back here. It's just kind of like a plastic mold. So this was the only thing that I disliked about this boot. But besides that, I love it. It's a great boot. It's comfortable. And again, you can wear these in town. You can go get lunch, get tacos, and then ride again. And that's what it comes down for dual sporting. And as far as adventure riding, you need to wear these things all day, so that's kind of the name of the game as far as what I look for. It's got to be comfortable. However, to make these even more comfortable, I put in a Dr. Scholl's little foot pad. It really made it even better. So you might want to look into that. This boot is the CD Crossfire, okay? And this is kind of like their top tier motocross boot for racers. I started wearing these last summer. I'm not real happy with them. If I was racing, I think I'd be okay with them because I'm wearing them just for an hour, but I have normal feet, but these are really slender. You could see it's like kind of really, compared to, I didn't even look at this, but these start to hurt my feet after a while. And I think it's just a lot of plastic going on here. Alpinestars does a good job with soft materials. I should look into see if CD has an off-road boot, and I'm sure they do, but I thought I'd just show you what I was wearing the last few months, and I don't really wear these a lot. There's just a lot of stuff going on here. And they're good, but again, if you're gonna wear them more than an hour or two, then they kind of start to, they bug me. Okay, so that brings us to this boot, which is the Tech 7 Enduro. Okay, same exact boot as this Tech 7, but the difference is this boot, the Enduro, has a different sole than the Tech 7. Okay, so can you see that? And I'll actually bring this up to you right here. So remember how I was telling you, like I was complaining, there's just no traction on this boot, okay? This is the Tech 7, and see that's like a hard plastic. And when you step on, like, say, you know, in a gutter in Baja, or if you're in the street and it's wet, you'll slip, okay? But this Enduro boot has like these little traction things, okay? Look at that. How awesome is that? So they fixed, they made this, they fixed this problem for guys that don't want to deal with that, you know? I don't know why motocrossers wouldn't want this either, because if they're in the, you know, they're walking around the pits and, you know, slipping on the tail, the back ends of trucks that have those like diamond plate that they get wet, any kind of wet stuff, they have a little bit more traction. I've seen guys at the track all the time slip and fall. And I don't know, they should just make one boot. Make one boot and just call it the Tech 7 and just put that sole on the bottom of that. I mean, I guarantee it's probably because of weight, because motocrossers need to be light because they're racers. But there's no difference there. But maybe there's something, if there's something I'm not seeing on, you know, why the motocrosser needs this, leave it in the comments below. So as far as true to fit, all three of these boots over the last, you know, 5 years, mainly these two, they fit good. There's no weird sizing. It's not like, you know, when you buy shoes online and then you get them home and then they're just like, they don't fit you. The buckles, I love the buckle system Alpinestars uses. The buckle system with the CDs are a little different. They're like these little forks, and I don't find them very comforting when you touch them. They're very kind of like fork stabbing. See that? Where when you go to grab it, it just, if you're being anal, okay, and now I'm starting to be like the typical like YouTuber who's like analyzing these boots, which I didn't want to do that. But hey, I got nothing else to talk about in this video except for kind of go on, but there you go. Look, I mean, Alpinestars has been in the boot business a very long time. They, you know, when you're doing it that long, you kind of get what works and what doesn't. Now, you're probably asking, well, hey Mark, how come you're not wearing the, you know, the Tech 10s or the Tech 8s? Those boots are heavier. When I put them on with the Tech 7s, this was a lighter boot, and it just felt better for, you know, going exploring, getting off the bike and going and walking around. There's sometimes like in the high Sierras this past year where I'd get on the trail and go for a hike, and it's kind of hard to do that with, you know, big motocross boots. These things they're just great, especially when you break them in like this one, and they're really soft. They squeak and stuff. Yeah, you could hear it all in my videos sometimes when I'm walking around, but and they're softer. They're just nice. I just like them. And if you're gonna go hike or check things out, you know, these are just gonna be bitching now because I got more traction. And if I gotta climb like a smooth sandstone rock to get up on top and take pictures or something, this will just be better. I think that's it. That's kind of all I wanted to talk about. So I guess if I had to pick out of them, this one right here, the Tech 7 Enduro, is probably my boot for everything I'm doing. And even if I'm gonna race, if I like just go and start racing a couple races, I'll wear these. I'm gonna try to do more videos this week with this whole quarantine lockdown thing, and I think I got some good ideas coming. But so that's about it, guys. Thanks for watching. Hit that thumbs up, subscribe if you're new. I have a link of a bunch of stuff in the description box below. And this week, I'm gonna try to get some new videos out. You know, because of this rain we got coming again, just have some patience with me, and I'll get some adventure videos here soon, and hopefully this virus will go away and we all can get back out and to our daily and normal. One more thing is, if there's videos you would like to see me do, put those ideas down in the comments below, and hopefully I can get to those maybe this week.